probably YouTube. Check out my ANCAP knife. I'm gonna slash some comments with that one. Hello and welcome to the Objectivist Meme Police here at Existence University, or considering the level of this commentary I'm going to provide, Existence High School. I am your host, Felix Meyer. That's M as in marijuana, A as in Aryan race, Y as in Jeroen can't debate people for shit, E as in evasion, and R as in okay, retard. Today I have some, honestly not that fresh memes, but that's the point, they're fucking shitty memes, that we're going to review. We here have, has Krams even read Rand? And to which Krams, the intellectual, responds, I've read Wikipedia summaries. This is about what I usually also do at university when my teacher asks me, have you read your book about world history? I just go, yeah, read a Wikipedia summary. So, completely defensible answer. Moving on. We have the one, the only, the highly intellectual, not book-reading centrist, June, aka Shuanhead. And Shuanhead, in her prime centrist intelligence, both believes in getting bread from the government, but also not giving bread to the government. Now, a rational man might think, wait a minute, doesn't that sound kind of contradicting? But you see, June, in her centrist brilliancy, does not believe in contradiction. So she asks, what is this ideology exactly? And of course, the first answer is a flag person who needs outside validation of their identity to be someone. Talking about the bread book. And the bread book, of course, we all know is a very well-reasoned, well-argued, there's no contesting this book, so there are no other interesting comments, like some variation of the Gadsden flag, which, is a original joke. Now, I have to be honest, those that really know their internet lore here will know that this actually is Shuanhead merch, because I used to like her in high school. I mean, her videos, that is. And you're allowed to judge. Moving on, actually not moving on entirely, we also have Dollar's brilliant response. What do you respond to someone that asks, how do I have a contradicting ideology? You say, you eat cum. Boom. God, I don't use Twitter. I feel like such a boomer. Next, we have Jeroen taking an intersectionality test, because we know that feminism is cancer, and so do the kids think. So Jeroen, of course, has to show the kids that he is against feminism, and how ridiculous it is. How laughable. In 2019. So, I'm going to put on my Pro Gamer headset and we're going to have a look at Jeroen calculating his intersectionality score. Like a true fucking boomer. The verdict for this case is a okay boomer. And that's really it. Moving on to our next candidate, our next case, we have the Atlas Society's Twitter account, starting off with a very spicy Venezuela meme, saying that, wow, this is worthless, because if you guys didn't know, Venezuela has inflation, because it's a socialist country, and the Atlas Society is very hip and knows about that. This meme gets what about Venezuela out of 10? I sound like I'm commie, like making fun of capitalists arguing against socialism. Now here we have a very not spicy meme. It's a pretty bland meme about collectivists saying shut up about collectivists. This one's honestly really boring. This one is really fucking spicy because I've seen this one on Facebook for like 2 years now. So this one definitely gets a 0 out of 10. This one, whoever made this whoever put this onto the account is going to jail. I want you all to also pay attention to those very spicy watermark. Fuck Twitter, Jesus Christ. To those very spicy to the watermark. I can't point my mouse at it, but the watermark. They're watermarking their memes. And this one isn't even their meme. They took it from Facebook. I've seen this one a million times. So, so much for intellectual property. The Atlas Society is actually violating people's naps. Now here we have a meme with a very good, solid impact font, used unironically, which in itself almost makes it funny, ironically. Anyway, the erosion of personal rights, democratic socialists, free stuff. I don't really know what to say. This one's boring. Sometimes I wonder if this was posted without impact font and on our Discord server, would I find it funny? Probably not, but you never know. Well, actually I do. This one's pretty hilarious because this image is fake. Also Shuanhead, who was earlier featured in this video. Let us not be distracted by the fact that this is a parody made by Shuanhead, because when she's not parodying, she's still kind of a parody. Yeah, we have this really spicy Greta meme. DiCaprio met with Greta and called her the climate change leader of our time. What about DiCaprio's yacht? What about it? What about it? I actually did a little bit of research on this, on Greta. And apparently she actually sailed over the Atlantic. That's how she reached New York. 2 weeks sailing over the Atlantic. Just book a Ryanair flight. No, Ryanair only goes in Europe. Just book like some cheap flight. Who cares? Come on. Stop being so special. Here in Sweden, where yours truly lives, a lot of people actually think that Greta is unironically good. I suppose they do in America too, now that I think about it, but in Sweden it's like 50-50. 50% thinks she's literally Jesus, and the other 50% wants to kill themselves for living in this goddamn forsaken country. Lectures us on climate change, while zigzagging the planet on private jets and mega yachts. So, this one is factually incorrect, as we actually just researched. So not only are these memes cringe, they are also not well researched, which is 2 strikes against the Atlas Society and lets me automatically put them into the voluntarily funded meme jail, so they will be hearing from me and my lawyers shortly. That's where the Patreon money for Existence University is going, by the way, if you're wondering. Next meme. Why do socialist states preach about equality but have the highest wealth disparities? The secret ingredient is hypocrisy. Now, I'm not gonna lie, this meme is actually kind of funny. If it wasn't for the watermark, it'd be like above 5.10s for sure. But with the watermark, we're gonna give this one a solid 2. Because it's the Atlas Society, come on. I'm gonna switch to the Objectivist right now because I don't think there were many more memes on the Atlas Society Twitter. And the first thing we have is a fucking real intellectual. We have a real intellectual asking why do Objectivists hate Max Stirner. That could be. It could just maybe be. Just maybe. Because he's an anarchist. You utter moron. We have this glorious boomer meme. Get it? Bernie Sanders throws away your money, not other people's money, because it's your money being taxed too. I love it when these most basic concepts are turned into memes. It's like, oh wow, you're intelligent. This is what a strong, independent woman looks like. Collectivism is cancer. This was a strong woman that ended up in public housing collecting social security, which is the biggest debunk of objectivism ever. I'm gonna go change my ideology now. PewDiePie is ANCAP confirmed. Good thing we got to know that on an Objectivist subreddit and not the ANCAP subreddit. After much diligent research, I could not find any more cringy memes on the subreddit. So this subreddit, in conclusion, gets a ANCAP should go to the helicopter too. And that wraps up this video. Thank you very much for watching and I hope you enjoyed. Did not die from cringe also. Remember to give Patreon shekels to Existence University because he is our only last hope. And I hope you join me on our next episode where we will be looking at and prepping for the coming Civil War 2020. I will be the first one to die because I don't have a gun because I can't get one in Sweden. But I hope at least you, dear Americans, will survive for a while. Thank you.